Hello everyone! Today we will open up a booster box, a set booster box of Strixhaven, the School of Mages. We have opened up one of these boxes from Kaldheim last time, and I was actually quite satisfied with a set booster box, and the results from that box were a little better than a regular draft booster box. And there weren't that many spares, which is fine because I'm a collector most of all, and I play Commander, so yeah. Right, so we get a whole lot of boosters here. I'm gonna take them all out. There's of course, again with this set we have chances at cards from the list. And this time we have the archive cards. We won't be getting the Japanese cards, but we will have regular English versions. We don't have a pull tab here. I've seen some other videos that have a pull tab for their cards, but that's all right. So yeah, we start off here with an art card. And that is followed by a basic land. So this is Valentine, the Dean of the Vein. Right, let me lay out the contents, the order of the contents first. So first we have an art card, then we have a basic land. Then we get a lesson, which is a new kind of sorcery, environmental sciences. I don't really know how this works, but I've been reading something about lessons being some kind of sideboard deck or something. Then we have the commons, which are all in theme. So this is from Silver Quill, black and white. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we get some uncommons, Golden Ratio, Quandrix Apprentice, and Quandrix Cultivator. And then the rare, or mythic, and in this case it's a Culling Ritual. For 4 mana as a sorcery, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add black or green for each permanent destroyed this way. And then we get the archive card. In this case, Cultivate. Very cool. And they all have a unique style of art, and I'm not a fan of all of them, but I do like the Art Nouveau and Art Deco style that they put in here. Cultivate. Then we're getting a foil, which is a Dina, the Soul Steeper, and then a card from the list, this is a card from the list. It's Arcbound Slith from Darksteel. Alright, so now that we have the layout, oh my god. Gonna make some room here. 1 second. Alright, I rearranged the cards a little bit, so let's go to the next pack. So now that we know the contents, we can flip through them a little bit more quicker. Ooh, we have a signed art card. Are there people who actually collect the signed cards? The art cards? Probably are. Infuriate. Alright, so we have an island here. And as our lesson, Introduction to Prophecy. We get some commons again. Then Emergent Sequence. Oh, wow. Oh, I see. There's a chance at multiple uncommons or, multiple commons actually in those slots. Right, so we have Valentine, the Dean of the Vein, just like the art card, which is double-sided. So, yeah, it has 2 faces. The first one is a Black Legendary Vampire Warlock. It's a 1/1 for 1 black with menace and lifelink, and if a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with, when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. And on the other side, we have a Sign in Blood. Lisette, the Dean of the Root, which is a 4 mana 4/4, green creature, human druid. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain trample until end of turn. So yeah, that's the rare. Then we have a Sign in Blood as our archive card. It's a rare. For 2, sorcery, target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Then we get a foil, Burying Books, just a common. And as our token here, we have a pest. Oh, look at that happy little pest. Seems so happy. Right, next pack. Ooh, Urza's Rage. New archive card. Lovely. A mountain. Ooh, a rare lesson. Teachings of the Archaic. The Archaics. For 3 mana, it's a sorcery lesson. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you, draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards instead if an opponent has at least 4 more cards in hand than you. Yeah, I really have no clue how lessons work exactly, so I won't go over that too much. Then we go over some of the commons and uncommons again. Wow, 1 common. That's the land. No, wait, we already had a land. And we have loads of uncommons then. Look at that. Oh, that's a good distribution. Then we have multiple choice. Yes, just like the tests. Multiple choice tests. So it's a sorcery. 1 blue and X. And if X is 1, scry 1, then draw a card. If X is 2, you may choose a player, then return a creature they control to its owner's hand. If X is 3, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. And if X is 4 or more, do all of the above. Alright, that's a funny little card. I like that. And then as our... Oh, wait, what? We have another rare? Huh. Well, that's interesting. A conspiracy theorist. Oh, that's funny. Especially in these times. So yeah, it's a 2/2 for 2. And whenever conspiracy theorist attacks, you may pay 1 and discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And whenever you discard 1 or more non-land cards, you may exile 1 of them from your graveyard. If you do, you may cast it this turn. And as our archive card here, we have Negate. That's a really neat card to have. And as our foil, we have Sudden Breakthrough, a common. And then we have a advertisement card. All right. Well, there isn't really a lot of value in the set itself. The only one is Professor Onyx, and that's like less than 10 euros. So, yeah, we really must get the value out of the archive cards or cards from the list. So, yeah, let's have a look here. What's that? A hall monitor. Wow, and it's a lizard. Oh my god, okay. Augmenter Pugilist. For 3, it's a 3/3 trample, and as long as you control 8 or more lands, Augmenter Pugilist gets +5/+5. And at the other side is a sorcery for 5, and that's, Infuriate, alright. Echoing Equation. Choose target creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of it until end of turn. Except those creatures aren't legendary if the chosen creature is legendary. Oh, sweet. And as we have seen, Infuriate, an uncommon archive card. Then for the foil here, we have a rare, the Selfless Glyph Weaver. It's a 3 mana 2/3. Exile Selfless Glyph Weaver. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. And it flips to Deadly Vanity. For 8 mana, it's a sorcery. Choose a creature or planeswalker, then destroy all other creatures and planeswalkers. Cool. Pretty cool. And we have a spirit token. Yeah, I don't recognize that. That is an Agonizing Remorse. And we have a foil forest. Cool. There he is again. Alright, Tempted by the Auric. For 4 mana, it's a sorcery. For each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls with mana value 3 or less. Another rare. Baleful Mastery. For 4 mana, you may pay 2 rather than pay this spell's mana cost. If the 2 cost was paid, an opponent draws a card. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Yeah, okay, so you can have it cheaper and then your opponent can draw a card. Or you can either pay a little bit more and then not have him draw a card. Okay, seems fair. And then we have, ooh, nice, Lightning Bolt. Oh, this is a wanted card for everyone, I think, that does not play Commander. And it's been upshifted to rare. Now that's a weird choice. Back in the days, from Alpha up until 6th edition, it was a common. Then it became an uncommon, and now it's a rare. Still, nice card. I love it. Oh, wrong pile. And a Prismari Apprentice. Uncommon. And then some card of how to play a different format with your boosters. Ooh. It's a regular back, so that means a card from the list. What do we have here? Time Warp. Oh, nice. Time Warp. A Swamp. As a lesson in environmental sciences. Some commons here. As a rare here, Cody, the Vociferous Codex. Yes, for 3, it's a creature, legendary construct creature, 1/4. You can't cast permanent spells. Huh, okay. And then for 4, you can tap it to add any color, one of each color of mana. When you cast your next spell this turn, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile an instant or sorcery card with lesser mana value. Until the end of the turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put each other card exiled this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. Interesting. Interesting. And we have a Defiant Strike as our archive card. Alright. As our foil, Elemental Masterpiece. And our list card is from Modern Horizons, which is just a set from 2 years ago. Birthing Bogs. Alright. Nothing to write home about, I guess. Another art card. Jatsi, the Oracle of Arcavios. A forest. More commons here. And as a rare, ooh, nice. It's actually a very interesting card. Wandering Archaic. For 5, it's a 4/4. And whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, that they may pay 2. If they don't, you may copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's really, really, really interesting. And on the other side, ooh, we have a Doomblade as well. Explore the Vast Lands. For 3, it's a sorcery, just a colorless sorcery. Each player looks at the top 5 cards of their library, reveals a land card and or an instant or sorcery card from among them, then puts the cards they revealed this way into their hand and the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. Each player gains 3 life. Cool. And Doomblade, also upshifted to a rare from uncommon. And I believe it was even a common back in the day. So for 2 mana, it's an instant, destroy target non-black creature. And as a common, foil, square up. And a token. Another art card. Beledros Witherbloom. A plains. Some more commons. As a rare here, Auric Loremage. It's a 4 mana 3/3 with tap. Search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. If it's an instant or sorcery card, put a +1/+1 counter on Auric Loremage. And as our archive card here, we have Opt. Oh, nice. That's actually one of the very first cards that was revealed to us in this frame, and I really like the art on this one. Yeah. It's an uncommon. It's also been upshifted. It used to be a common. And then we have a Shade Wing Laureate as our foil. Another art Silver Quill Command. Forest. There we go again. Oh, of course, I keep forgetting the lessons. Oh well. Necrotic Fumes, they're just commons and uncommons. We'll notice it when we'll have a rare. Ah, our first mythic of the box. Harness Infinity. It's a 7 mana instant that says exchange your hand and graveyard. Wow. Exile Harness Infinity. Wow, okay. That's a bit expensive, but still, that's a pretty cool effect. Then we have Dark Ritual. Oh, nice. The old school Dark Ritual is back. And it's also been upshifted to a rare. It also used to be a common. For 1 black, add 3 black as an instant. Ooh, and we have a foil archive card. Strategic Planning. Cool. That's pretty... I love that foiling. Whew. Very nice. And an elemental. Right, 1/3 into the box. Yeah, these videos always end up being a lot of time to film. Torrent Sculptor, because I talk so much about the cards. Another lesson, Introduction to Annihilation. Then more commons here. As our rare, the Biblioplex. It's a land that taps for colorless, and then for 2 and tap, look at the top card of your library. If it's an instant or sorcery card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it into your graveyard. Activate only if you have exactly 0 or 7 cards in hand. Huh. Kinda reminds me somewhere of the Library of Alexandria. Also did say that you can draw a card if you have 7 cards. Or was it except you have 7 cards? I don't know. I don't remember. And then we have Village Rites. It's an uncommon. Don't remember this card. And as our foil here, Unwilling Ingredient. Aw, poor frog or toad. And a Fractal token. Only 1 mythic so far, and we have seen 2 list cards, but the 3rd one is right here. So yeah, art cards. I will just skip through the art cards and the commons and the lessons. It's just Accomplished Alchemist. For 4 mana, it's a 2/5. It can tap for 1 mana of any color. Or you can tap it to add X of any 1 color, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn. Ooh, nice. Then we have a rare, another rare, Retriever Phoenix. For 4 mana, it's a 2/2 Flying Haste. And when it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, learn. Ah, you may reveal a lesson card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. Or discard a card to draw a card. Cool. And as long as Retriever Phoenix is in your graveyard, if you would learn, you may instead return Retriever Phoenix to the battlefield. Sweet. And then we have Snake Skin Veil as our archive card here. And as our foil, Twin Scroll Shaman. And the list card here is a Merfolk Mistbinder. Yes. Also nothing important there. It's just a Rivals of Ixalan card. Oh, and another list card. Just seems so not long ago. Foil Mountain. Some commons here. Uncommon. And the rare here is a Vanishing Verse. For 2 mana, it's an instant. Exile target monocolored permanent. Cool. And ooh, another Mythic Blacks. The Vexing Pest. For 3 mana, it's a 3/2. Other pests, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders you control get +1/+1. When Blacks the Vexing Pest dies, you gain 4 life. And then we have a Putrefy here, also upshifted from uncommon to rare as our archive. But the back of Plex is the Search for Blacks. For 4 mana as a sorcery, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put any number of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 3 life for each card you put into your hand this way. Alright, and then we have a Foil Enthusiastic Study. And a dual casting, which is a rare from Avacyn Restored. For 2 mana, it's an enchanted creature, it's an aura. And then enchanted creature has for 1 red, tap, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Alright. Ooh, that's a beautiful, beautiful art card. Okay, another mythic, Blot Out the Sky. For 2 mana and X sorcery, create X tapped 2/1 white and black inkling creature tokens with flying. If X is 6 or more, destroy all non-creature non-land permanents. And then we have an Adventurous Impulse. Ooh, I love that art. It's just like a storybook. One of those Game of Thrones cards that we used to review. Very cool, very cool. And as our foil here, Containment Breach, which is a lesson. And an elemental token. We have a bear. Oh, Confront the Past. Ah, there she is, Liliana. Yes, confronting her past. So yeah, for X and black, it's a sorcery, it's a lesson. Choose 1. Return target planeswalker card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, or remove twice X loyalty counters from target planeswalker an opponent controls. Cool. Yeah. Then we have some more commons and uncommons. And as a rare here, we have Silver Quill Command. For 4 mana, it's a sorcery, choose 2. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Target player draws a card and loses 1 life, or target opponent sacrifices a creature. And ooh, we have a mythic archive card here, Mind's Desire. So 6 mana sorcery, shuffle your library, then exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card without paying its mana cost. And it has Storm, so yeah, you can copy it a lot of times. Very cool. Crushing Disappointment. And a Fractal. Yeah, so far, it's not that great so far. Oh, yeah. It's maybe gonna be, like this card says, a crushing disappointment. But who knows? We'll see. We won't give up hope so easily. Archmage Emeritus. For 4 mana, it's a 2/2 with Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. And then as our archive card here, we have Divine Gambit. Alright, this is an uncommon. Don't know the card. And Promising Dusk Mage. And another Fractal. Right. Ingenious Mastery. For 3 mana and X, we have a sorcery. You may pay 3 rather than pay this spell's mana cost. If the 3 cost was paid, you draw 3 cards. Then an opponent creates 2 treasure tokens and they scry 2. If that cost wasn't paid, you draw X cards. Okay. And as our archive card here, we... Ugh. No. Fateless Looting. Also upshifted from common to rare. But that's not the problem. I know, art is subjective. I just don't like this art. It's just too... yeah, I don't know. It's not traditional Magic-y. I know. And a Witherbloom Campus as our foil. And as a token, a treasure token. Ooh, another card from the list. Ooh, nice. As a rare or mythic, we have Exponential Growth. Oh, I saw this card in the previews. And that's just a crazy card. For 2 green and double X, sorcery, until end of turn, double target creature's power X times. Yeah, that's really exponential. Whew. Nice. And we have a Claim the Firstborn as our archive card. Really, half of these cards, I don't even know what they are or where they are from. And we have an Eye Twitch as our foil. Oh, nice! Fodder Cannon. Oh, that is so great. Not a valuable card. This is just one of the very first cards that I ever have seen of Magic, way back in 1999. And what really got me into Magic was actually this flavor text here. Step 1, find your cousin. Step 2, get your cousin in the cannon. Step 3, find another cousin. Because goblins. Oh my god, this card. I love that one. I think that's probably, so far, the best thing of this whole box. Alright. Yeah, okay, so we have another one of the Deans. Kiane, the Dean of Substance. For 3 mana, 2/2. And it taps to exile the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, put a study counter on it. And then for 5 mana, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on it for each different mana value among non-land cards you own in exile with study counters on them. Alright, so that's... Alright, cool. And then the back of it, we get a regular strategic planning, which we have foil and regular now, is Imbraham, the Dean of Theory. For 4 mana, it's a 3/3 flying with double blue and X, and then you tap it to exile the top X cards of your library and put a study counter on each of them. Then you may put a card from you own in exile with a study counter on it into your hand. Cool. Right, strategic planning, like I said, a Pigment Storm as our foil, and another fractal token. Yep, a foil forest. Some more of those. Alright, as our rare here, we have a Devastating Mastery. It's a 6 mana sorcery, and you may pay 4 rather than pay this spell's mana cost. If the 4 was paid, an opponent chooses up to 2 non-land permanents they control and returns them to their owner's hand. Then destroy all non-land permanents. And we have another rare, Radiant Scroll Wielder. For 4 mana, it's a 2/4. Instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. Ooh, nice. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. You may cast it this turn. If a spell cast this turn would be put into a graveyard, exile it instead. And we have another mythic, Approach of the Second Sun. Oh, and I remember this card being released in Hour of Devastation, I want to say, or it was Amonkhet. I believe Amonkhet. And my girlfriend, she used to play this card in the pre-release deck. Yeah, a really cool card. So let me tell you what it does. For 7 mana, it's a sorcery, and if this spell was cast from your hand and you've cast another spell named Approach of the Second Sun this game, you win the game. Otherwise, put Approach of the Second Sun into its owner's library 7th from the top, and you gain 7 life. So it's a very neat card, very interesting. I love it, I still love it. Good card. Spring Main Servin? It's a foil. And we have another treasure token. Alright, so we now are 2/3 into the box. Oh, we have another signed art card here from Anna. Okay. Oh, a lot of uncommons here. And we have, oh, nice. That's actually one of the more expensive cards in the set. Like I said, the set isn't that expensive. So, Shadrix Silverquill, the founder of House Silverquill. For 5 mana, it's a 2/5 flying double strike. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may choose 2. Each mode must target a different player. Ooh, nice. In Commander. Target player creates a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. Or target player draws a card and loses 1 life, or target player puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature they control. And we have another Infuriate. Well. We're getting doubles now in the archives slot. But that doesn't matter, we can sell those. Clever Luminancer as our foil here, and we have a token. Alright. As a rare, we have a Dream Strix for 3 mana, so 3/2 flying, and when it becomes the target of a spell, sacrifice it. When Dream Strix dies, learn. And then we have another rare, the Culmination of Studies. It's a 2 and X sorcery. Exile the top X cards of your library. For each land card exiled this way, create a treasure token. For each blue card exiled this way, draw a card. And for each red card exiled this way, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Ooh, sweet. And we have another mythic. Another mythic archive card, Primal Command, which isn't that bad, so that's good. For 5 mana, it's a sorcery. Choose 2. Either target player gains 7 life, or put target non-creature permanent on top of its owner's library, or target player shuffles their graveyard into their library, or search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And as our foil here, Novice Dissector, and a treasure token. I get a feeling we have quite some rares and mythics in the archive slots, so that's good. That's really, really good. Not going over how many rares and mythics we will have this box, so yeah. But I have a feeling it's quite a lot actually. Flame Scroll Celebrant is our rare, and it's a flip card for Lorehold, my favorite of the houses, because they are historians. For 2, it's a 2/1, and whenever an opponent activates an ability that isn't a mana ability, Flame Scroll Celebrant deals 1 damage to that player. Then for 2, Flame Scroll Celebrant gets +2/+0 until end of turn. And another strategic planning. Oh my god. Revel in Silence is the back. For 2, it's an instant. Your opponents can't cast spells or activate Planeswalker loyalty abilities this turn. And exile Revel in Silence. Then it has a foil, Plum the Forbidden. And we have a list card. Ooh, nice. Worn Power Stone. Really, really cool. From Urza's Saga. Very nice. Our rare or mythic is Demogoth Titan. For 4 mana, it's an 11/10. What? Okay, whenever Demogoth Titan attacks or blocks, sacrifice a creature. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, but still. That doesn't make sense. Huh. I mean, in green, you could have 1/1s running around the board quite early on. So, okay. Really interesting card. Huh, really weird. Ooh, nice. Swords to Plowshares. I love this art. When I saw this one, yeah, I had to have one. And I really have to have a Japanese one, but I think those are kind of expensive. Right, also upshifted to rare. Oh my god. It's a 1 white instant. Exile target creature. Its controller gains life equal to its power. And then we have a foil common Lorehold Pledge Mage. Another foil mountain. And as a rare here, we have Draconic Intervention. For 4 mana, it's a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Then it deals X damage to each non-dragon creature, where X is the exiled card's mana value. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. And then exile Draconic Intervention. And we have a Revitalize as our archive card. And a foil Prismary Campus. Right. Okay. Oh, I was just thinking to myself, we haven't seen any of the new lands here, but here we have one. Shine Shadow Snarl. It's a land that gives you black or white, and as it enters the battlefield, you may reveal a plains or swamp from your hand. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. These were originally, I believe, in Innistrad, a whole cycle of the regular allied colored lands, but yeah. Now the cycle is complete. Another village rites. Oh my god, we have some doubles here in the archives. That's not cool. And Snow Day as our foil. Okay. Well, we're almost through the pile. We only have 5 packs to go, including this one. So, yeah. Academic Probation. For 2, it's a lesson, a sorcery. Choose 1. Choose a non-land card name. Opponents can't cast spells with the chosen name until your next turn. Or choose target non-land permanent. Until your next turn, it can't attack or block. And its activated abilities can be activated. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Venerable War Singer. For 3 mana, it's a 3/3 Vigilance Trample. And when it deals combat damage to a player, you may return target creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Where X is the amount of damage Venerable War Singer dealt to that player. And another mythic, Galazeth Prismari, the second most expensive card of the set. Very cool. It is, of course, the founder of House Prismari. How original. For 4, it's a 3/4 flying. When Galazeth Prismari enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Artifacts you control have tap at 1 mana of any color. Spend it only on instants or sorceries. Cool. And we have a Regrowth as our archive card, which is also upshifted to a rare. And an Academic Dispute as our foil, which is an uncommon. I can't tell if we have a mythic or rare in foil yet, except for archives. Can't really tell. We'll see. Usually in regular draft boxes, there's always one in there. But yeah. Lorehold Command. For 5 mana, it's an instant. Choose 2. Create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token, or creatures you control get +1/+0. And gain indestructible and haste until end of turn. Or Lorehold Command deals 3 damage to any target. Target player gains 3 life. Or sacrifice a permanent, then draw 2 cards. Then we have another Divine Gambit as our archive card. And we have another foil archive card. We have Eliminate. Ooh. Pretty art. Yeah. And, a Troken Highguard. Of course, was a list card. But yeah, this is basically worth next to nothing because it's a vanilla creature. It doesn't really do anything. But it's a card from Portal Second Age. Oh, another list card. Whew. Who knows what's in there? In that slot. Selfless Glyphweaver. Oh, right. We had a foil of this one. So that's the rare. And then we have an Inquisition of Kozilek. Ooh, that's always welcome. For 1 black, it's a sorcery. Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it with mana value 3 or less. That player discards that card. Very good card. Also upshifted. It used to be an uncommon back in Rise of the Eldrazi. Reprinted a couple of times now. And as our foil here, we have an Arcane Subtraction. Oh, wrong pile there. And, Scourge of the Throne as our mythic list card here. For 6 mana, 5/5 flying with Dethrone. And whenever Scourge of the Throne attacks for the first time each turn, if it's attacking the player with the most life or tied for the most life, until untap all attacking creatures. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Sweet card. 2 packs left. Okay. Sparring Regimen for 3. It's an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, learn. Then whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature and untap it. There's our archive card here. Duress. Very cool card. Very useful. And it's now an uncommon. Yeah. And as our foil, Thrilling Discovery. Final pack. Let's see. Will we get a list card? Nope. Not a list card. Maybe something nice in the... oh, well, we have a signed art card. We have a foil island. Hoping it's going to give us something good here. Sedgemoor Witch as our rare. For 3 mana, it's a 3/2 menace with ward, pay 3 life. And then Magecraft, whenever you cast cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with, when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. There's our archive card here, Memory Lapse. Nice. It's the old counter spell that puts the countered card back on top of the library instead of in the graveyard from Homelands. And as our foil here, ooh, another rare. Nice. Manifestation Sage for 4, it's a 2/2. And when it enters the battlefield, create a 0 green and blue fractal creature token with X +1/+1 counters on it, and X is the number of cards in your hand. And finally, an elemental token. There you have it. Oh, that was a Strixhaven set booster box. There were a lot of repetitive cards in the archive slot, but overall, I'm really, really happy with the archive cards. Like I said, the set itself isn't really worth that much at the moment, so yeah, maybe if some cards are spiking. I mean, the most expensive card, Professor Onyx, is barely €10 in Europe, so yeah, that's that. And in the foil slot, 2 rares, 2 archives, so that's not too shabby either. And in the list, only this Scourge of the Throne, which is really, really awesome to have. And of course the Fodder Cannon. Oh, love it. Right, thank you all for watching. Yeah, I also have the decks, so I will review, open them next. So, thank you all for watching and see you all then. Bye-bye.